Hey people, welcome back to Tuber Gaming. Are you a Forza Horizon fan? If you are, then there is good news for you. The latest edition of the franchise has gotten a release date, and some juicy new details have also been revealed. This list contains 8 details regarding Forza Horizon's confirmed release date in November of 2021. But before we begin, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. That would be a tragedy, right? Come on. Number 8, the release date. Okay, first things first. During the annual E3 exhibition, many new games were announced, and among them was the latest in the long-running franchise of Forza Horizon. According to the team behind Forza Horizon 5, the game will be released in November of 2021. Somewhat confusingly, there are 2 release dates. They've stated that the fancier version of the game will be released on the 5th, while the standard version will come out on the 9th of November. I don't know. Number 7, resolution. The game will be offered to players on many different platforms, and as such, all will have different resolution options. The Xbox Series X will allow a 4K 30 FPS experience, while the Xbox Series S will offer a 1080p 30 frames per second experience. But fret not, as this is not all. Thankfully, this game will also be released on PC, and that will allow you to play this game at a blistering 4K 60 frames per second resolution, provided you can get your hands on a decent enough graphics card. Don't buy from scalpers. Number 6, location within the game. With each new release of the game, the developers like to switch locations in order to keep the story fluid and interesting. This year, they have announced that the game will be situated in Mexico. If any of you have any knowledge of that country, you'll know that it can be a harsh place. Well, the developers are banking on that being the case, because they have described the conditions within the game to be littered with living deserts and hidden ruins. There might even be some volcanoes within the game. With all this information, it's seeming like the game might just be pushing new boundaries and entering new territories literally. Number 5, customization. In terms of customization, the game is set to offer a whole host of new options. The cars within the game will be customized to new extremes, with reportedly up to 100 new rims. That's not even all. Even the characters within the game will be wildly different from any previous version of the game. Their hair, skin color, voices, and even prosthetic limbs. This is all becoming the norm in other new games, so it's good to see Forza Horizon keeping up with the times. Number 4, climate and atmosphere. One of the most interesting things within these racing games is the atmosphere surrounding the characters and the cars. These lend a hand in further immersing a player into the world of Forza Horizon, and the latest game is no different. The developers have teased that this game will have intense tropical storms along with severe dust storms. While all of this is fascinating in its own right, what's even more fascinating is that the fact that these seasons or climate events will keep on changing. This will make the game feel refreshing and enjoyable each time you play it. Number 3, gameplay options. With each new release, the people behind the franchise of Forza Horizon try their hand at new challenges and events within the game. These help in forming a community around the game and present new things for the player to do within the game. Horizon Open is one of these new additions, which is set to change how the multiplayers would function. Another interesting upcoming event within the game is the Horizon Tour. This will enable you to drive to car meets around the map, and once there, you can even race other players. This isn't even all. They've also added Horizon Arcade, which promises new mini-games and wild challenges that will test the mettle of the players partaking in the game. Number 2, graphics. As with any new game, this is also set to engulf the player into a deeply immersive experience by manipulating its excellent graphics and visuals. For example, in the demo footage released by the developers, they have shown that the player drives through a river. The water splashes on the screen and makes you feel as if you're really there. Number 1, Event Lab. Another fascinating new feature that's coming to Forza Horizon 5 is the Event Lab. This lab will help the player to recreate scenarios that aren't possible within the normal game. This lab will allow players to create new races, which can be a fun endeavor as you can route the map to wild and challenging locations. The Event Lab will allow you to create custom stunts, and there is nothing more fun than just goofing around in a new game to get the hang of the controls and the driving dynamics. These were some of the details that have been released about the upcoming Forza Horizon 5. I don't know about you, but After catching up with all these new features, I can't wait to spend an unreasonable amount of time with this game. If you guys haven't checked out the E3 trailer yet, I highly recommend it. There's so much cool stuff there. If you guys like the video, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff. I'll see you guys in the next video.